Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here we go. Look over the quick script.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, welcome to episode 2 of Sour Stangs. I am sitting here with Mr. Williams, one of the best teachers we have here at Middle Creek. And for all those who have seen episode 1, you know what we already do here. But for those who have not seen my face, I am Carmen Shird, and this is Sour Stangs, where I sit with a person, we eat a bunch of sour stuff, and we just have a conversation. How you feel, Mr. Williams? How you feel to be here?
I'm good. I'm honored to be here. I'm a big fan of the show.
Yeah.
I was excited when you asked me on.
Yeah, we got a bunch of sour stuff here today, and this is going to be great. So, you ready to get into the first one?
Yeah, let's do it.
First, we're going to get our first thing we got is our Sour Patch Kids, you know, not that sour.
I love Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
It's like the only sour candy that I'll actually like get because I want it.
Yeah, they're really not that sour, but you know, get some. Okay. I'm gonna eat like 4, because I'm just gonna take them to the head.
Do all at once?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Here comes the chewing part.
My goal is like Shaq and
Hot Ones.
and Hot Ones. Don't make a face.
These are not sour. You know, they're sour.
No, they're good.
Everybody likes them. All right, so I always like to start off with a very interesting question.
Okay.
So, if you could have dinner with 3 people, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh my God. Dang. I'd probably start with my grandfather on my dad's side. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll invite Jason Isbell to dinner. He's my favorite living musician. And Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah, always great to sit down with Jesus. Well, your grandfather, was he like a big like party in your life or something like that?
Yeah, I definitely idolized him. He passed away when I was 9, and so I would love to be able to sort of talk with him now that I'm, much older and ask him, good questions that a 9-year-old doesn't think to ask.
That is, yeah. You ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's do it.
These, I just saw them at the store, so I just kind of grabbed them. They're called Sour Kicks.
All right.
I'm going to see how sour
You've
they
never
are.
tried these
Never
before.
tried them. So, it's a surprise for both of us.
I'm not grabbing just
2.
2?
Two's fine.
All right.
Just grab
They're
them.
little shoes. Oh,
Yeah,
kicks. I
kicks.
get it. Nice.
Ready? Just eat them. Oh, those are very chewy.
Oh my God.
I talked with your wife, Miss Williams. She's next door, and your daughter Eve, and they told me I have to ask you about your dog Maybell. So you want to tell us about how you got her and stuff like that?
Yeah. So I lived in Alabama for 3 years, and my last year there, going into my last year of grad school, I decided, I had a little place with a backyard, so I decided to get a dog. And I wanted to definitely get a rescue, and so I go online and see what dogs are at the animal shelter in town, and I go over there, and I knew I wanted to see her and another dog. So she was about 6 months when she was at the shelter, and this other dog was a lot younger, but they were both pit mixes, and I go and see Maybell, whose name was Summer at the time, because they named her that because they found her in the summer.
Okay.
Very creative.
Very,
right?
yeah.
And so they let me take her out back in the fenced-in area, and we played, and she had a great time. And then I went and saw this other dog, which we just stayed inside with her. It was a much younger puppy, and she was very sweet too. And then I told myself I wasn't going to make a decision that day. So I went home, thought about it. And then my summer job was coming to an end, so I was going to be around to take care of a dog. So last day of my summer job, after I got off work, I went back to the shelter knowing that I was going to take a dog home. And when I get there to the animal shelter, they let me in back, and I'm there to see the same 2 dogs again and make a decision. And there are these 2 people at Maybelle's door at her crate or cage or whatever, and they're like petting her through the chain link fence. And I felt so defensive in my heart, like get away from her.
Yeah.
And so without even realizing it, I had, basically that told me
Like that's the
that
one.
was my dog. Yeah, that was the one. So, so I adopted her that day, and she is going to be 9 in February. So I got her when she was 6 months. And she has been one of the best things, one of the best choices I ever made. And now she's in our whole big family, and she's got this other dog attached to her, our little beagle, all the time. So she's very happy, and I'm very happy that I rescued her. Cut.
That was a really good source. Almost like those people almost took your dog. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, and like I said, as soon as I felt that in my heart, I was like, okay, get away. I didn't even end up seeing the other dog. I'm just like, this is her. That's my girl.
That's crazy.
I had to kick her out of the bed last night though, because she was being so annoying. Oh my God.
The next thing, sour Skittles. These are more sour than you would expect.
That's a step up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? So, well, that's a lot. You don't have to do that many.
I ain't scared.
I ain't scared. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm determined like Shaq not to make a face.
I apologize, Kansas.
That's a step up for sure.
It's very.
Oh, I almost actually did make a face.
It hits you because you don't
they're getting
expect it to
sweet
be
now.
that sour. Yeah. All right.
Almost made me tear up a little bit.
I know. I'm here about to start slobbering. Ugh. Okay. So I have you as my newspaper teacher, and you told our class that you were the first class to graduate from Middle Creek.
I was.
That was 2005.
I was.
Yeah, you graduated and then you went off to college, and then you came back and started teaching here. And then you told us that, I think it was like a little bit before COVID, or during COVID, you were kind of on your way out and stopped teaching. Tell me why you wanted to stop and what made you not stop teaching.
Yeah, so I've wanted to be a teacher since high school. That's what I went to college for, and I came straight back to Middle Creek, and they hired me as a first-year teacher. And I went to Alabama in the meantime for 3 years too. But yeah, I came back, and I've always loved teaching. And like a whole lot of other people, I'm certainly not unique in this way. The pandemic was pretty rough for my mental health and for my enthusiasm for teaching, because it didn't feel like school anymore. It wasn't at all the same.
Just a computer screen, basically.
Right, yeah. And usually no cameras are on, and there's a couple of students who are the only ones who ever respond and answer back, and which I understand. It was difficult and challenging for everyone. The thing where it really pushed me to the point where I did start looking at other career options was when we had to, we as teachers had to return to the building, but we were still teaching virtually. So we were doing the same thing we were doing at home. It was just now we had to be in the building. And so we're here in this empty building, which schools are supposed to be filled with kids. And so it was not a very happy environment to be in. It felt lonely and weird. And then when we started coming back in shifts, the cohorts, the 3 different groups and things, that was a little bit better. But then we were teaching students in class and at home virtually all at the same time. I had a computer screen in front of me with most of my students, and then a handful here in the classroom. So it became sort of lonely and isolating, and not at all what I wanted for myself, or what I envisioned the teaching profession to be. So I started looking at other jobs, And you said why I decided to
why
return?
Why did you decide to stay?
Yeah, so I had a job offer in a completely different field. One of the reasons why I came back was I wasn't sure I was going to enjoy that any more than, any other thing. And so I didn't want to just make a change for the sake of making a change and doubt that I was going to be happy. And a big part of it too was Eve at the time was into ballet really heavily, and she was considering going to a different school that was going to allow her to spend a whole lot more time during the day working on ballet. Yeah. And when she decided to make a change and decided to come to Middle Creek, that was probably the biggest reason why, having the chance to be here with my wife and with her for 4 years. So, and it has turned out to be absolutely the right decision. Being back and having things feel as much as possible back to normal. I got students like you in class now, so that's good. But yeah, it was a really good decision, and I'm definitely glad that I'm back and I'm loving it all over again.
Yeah, COVID was not great.
Yeah.
So really glad you stayed, because then I wouldn't have you as my teacher.
Oh, thank you.
You ready for the next one? This is where we step up big.
So I've had warheads before, but it's been
a minute.
I think the most common place I've had a warhead or was given a warhead was on a school bus when I was in school.
School bus?
Yeah, they've been around for a minute.
Dang, it's warhead. Founded in 1944. You just grabbed 2. We're going with 2.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Is there like a strategy for which one? I don't usually like watermelon stuff. Here, I'm gonna challenge myself.
Go lemon.
Lemon.
I think there's blue raz,
All right, I
apple.
usually like black cherry stuff. I'm gonna go. Shall we do one at a time or both?
We can do. Let's go both.
Okay.
Let's get these open.
So, and we're mixing flavors.
Too. Blue raspberry and black cherry. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna taste bad.
Well, I remember that they don't necessarily taste good.
Yeah, they don't taste good.
In the beginning, at least.
Okay. Alright. Why are these so hard to open? Jeez Louise. Okay. I had Eve on my last show, so she's not good with sour. So this was hilarious. It was very fun to film.
All right, here we go.
Oh my God, I can't even get it open. Oh. Give me like 2 seconds. I genuinely can't get this open. I
actually am worried about this toxic waste thing at the end.
Yeah, toxic waste.
I don't like that name at all.
Worse than warheads. All right, ready?
Yep.
We got our 2. 3, 2, that's not good.
I remember how that all. Don't make a face.
I'm about to cry.
That was really disgusting.
The taste is just ugh. Oh
my God, it's so gross.
Wow. They really came back.
I don't even know if I made a face. I got distracted by how gross it is.
Yeah. If it's sour and doesn't taste good, it's double factor.
All right, it's calming down now.
All right. Okay, let's get to the question.
Good Lord.
Wow. So, this year you took over as the yearbook teacher, right? So, for picture day, we were in the auditorium because you had to run that. You took it over from Coach Ray. Would you say that was a good addition to your teaching role? Do you like it? Is it stressful? What are those things like? How are those for you?
All of the above, yes. I like it, and it can be stressful. And I think really the stress that I'm experiencing this year is because everything is new. Like every picture day that we've done so far, that's the first time I've done it. And so I'm just, worried about the fact that I'm going into the unknown and am I prepared and all those things. But overall, with yearbook and doing newspaper and teaching in the Digital Media Academy, I get to work with students on big projects all the time. And so I think that's certainly what I enjoy doing the most about teaching, and seeing, students work their design work in the yearbook, or I send them out to take photographs and things like that. Students end up being proud of the work that they've done, and especially on a yearbook, that's a year-long project, and there's pressure involved in it too, because you're making it for your friends at school, right? And you want it to be something that they keep around, and they when they move from one place to another, they make sure that they take it with them. So I've enjoyed it a lot, and definitely there's been a learning curve, and thank goodness you mentioned I took it over from Robbie Ray. Thank goodness Coach Ray is still around, so he can show me the ropes, because I don't know what I would have done without him. So shout out to Coach Ray. I don't know what I would have done without him showing me the ropes as I transition into that role. Yeah.
You think you'll continue to do it over the years?
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, you ready for the last one?
I guess. Should I? I still got the warheads.
That's
Should
what I'm
I
saying. I
spit
gotta
them out?
spit it out.
All right.
Toxic waste, never fun to eat. These are suck, and it's gonna be great. And we're gonna do 2. You can just choose whatever.
Is it
2.
hard candy like a warhead?
Yeah, but it's worse. And they have like it's like a fusion with like different flavors, like pineapple, passion fruit.
It is called nuclear fusion toxic waste.
Yeah, they also don't taste good. Like banana blueberry, that's kind of weird. I don't know who would want that together. Raspberry and lemon.
Oh shoot, there's a scale.
Oh yeah, depends on
How long you can keep it. Yeah, so if you keep it in your mouth for 15 seconds, you're a total wuss. 30 seconds, crybaby. 45 seconds, toxic wannabe. 60 seconds, full toxic head. I'm trying to be a toxic head.
Toxic head.
I can't do the pineapple passion fruit. I hate pineapple.
You don't like pineapple?
No.
That's crazy. I'm going pineapple, passion fruit, and...
Oh, we're doing 2 of these too?
Yeah, right. And raspberry lemon.
All right, I got raspberry lemon. Banana and blueberry. Banana candy is gross.
I don't know.
Orange apple. That's so weird. Are these from Kansas?
Kansas don't know how to do no chicken wings. Shout out to Shaq. If you watch this, you're a Dole G.
Shaq. Yeah, and shout out to Shaq and Hot Ones, inspiration for this show.
Yes, love that show.
Let's do this.
Last thing, never gets easy. And I've only done it twice.
All right.
You ready?
2 at once?
Yep. 3,
Okay.
2, 1. Okay, there it is. You get rid of that first layer of
Oh my God,
whatever.
I feel like they're coated in bleach.
Oh, I can't do it. Oh!
All right. This is really bad. I was like skeptical, I'm not gonna lie.
This is so bad.
Here, ask me a question. I gotta try and do
Okay.
it while I'm...
All right, so being a teacher, you got a lot on your plate at all times. What are some things you do to relax, cool off, take time off? Give me something, go fishing, cook something up in the kitchen.
Well, you got it. I'll go fishing. So I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, I'm about to cry.
I'm almost nauseous. Like, oh my God. All right. How would you make this? I love fly fishing. So
Fly fishing.
yeah, fly fishing. So it's a different kind of fishing where the lure that you have on the end is literally supposed to imitate a bug, and so it's very light, and so you have to use a special rod and special line and stuff. And you and you go stand in the river and just drift your fly down with the river, and then the fish are under there. The river brings the food to them, kind of thing. So you just sit and wait and hope that there's fish there and that they like what's on the end of your line. But I love it because I can be out there for an hour. I can be out there for 8 hours. It all feels the same. Time sort of just disappears, and beautiful settings out in the mountains and rivers and birds flying over you and deer and stuff. So that's definitely my favorite thing to do, to unwind.
Yeah, fishing is definitely very relaxing. I like it.
Eating toxic waste is not on the list.
I wouldn't recommend you do this.
No, but it's gotta be in a minute so far, right?
wanna
We're
try
both full toxic heads.
I just do that.
Sarah,
Sarah,
on,
come here.
pull up a
Come
chair.
try.
Be a guest.
Grab a chair. Yeah. Special guest. Sarah first.
Am I even gonna fit?
I don't care. Just get it.
Yeah, also like great. I don't even think I'm gonna be in it.
Is she in it? Can you see?
Can you see her?
I'm definitely not in it. What if I just like?
You gotta lean in.
Okay.
Okay, she's in it if she stays like that.
If I stay lean,
Yeah, lean.
right.
Just lean on me, Sarah. We're friends. It
What
doesn't
flavor
matter.
you got?
Yeah, which one you got? This
I
is
have,
Sarah. Come on, Sarah. Let's go. It's not that hard.
banana blueberry.
Open it up and try it.
Have you guys already had some?
We've had 2.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right.
I remember it was like.
It's bad. The first part is
It
not.
takes longer than the warheads for it to set in, but it's definitely more intense.
Not gonna lie, that pineapple passion fruit kind of tastes good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sweet now, but you gotta. Oh, don't make a face.
You're gonna turn red.
Lean in so
Yeah,
we
lean
can
in
clearly
so you
see.
your face. It's bad. I told you it's not good. Did you just bite it? You bit it?
Sarah, what are you biting it for? You're gonna crack a tooth.
That was Sarah first. Oh my gosh. This, another episode of Sour Stangs in the books. I just want to say thank you for watching. Mr. Williams, thank you for being on my show.
Thank you for having me. It was a blast.
This will forever be in my history that I love this. And Sour Stangs. I can't wait for our next episode. Thank you for watching. Peace out.